Welcome to the next installment in my video lecture series for international economics. And in this particular video, I'm just going to be providing a brief overview of information that might prove useful for week number 9. In week 9, your only responsibility is chapter 13 and a case study forum. So this week will probably be lighter compared to the other weeks that we've done in the past. As always, the homework assignments, you're allowed 3 attempts per question. Make sure you avail yourself of the question help drop-down menu. And this is available while doing your assignments. If you're having difficulty with a particular question, this tutorial is available to you while you're working the homework assignments. If you're unsatisfied with your first attempt on the week number 9 quiz, you can review the questions you got wrong using that same question help drop-down menu. Realize that this is only available in review mode and it's not available to you while you're taking the quiz. So avail yourself of that question help drop-down menu for any questions you have difficulty with. And also realize that you should critically look at the questions that you got wrong to see if they are in a particular section, since there's only one chapter this week that would relate to a particular section of the chapter that we're covering this week. Make note of that and then work the study plan for that particular section. And then you can retake the quiz following the above 2 review strategies. Hopefully this will improve your knowledge and will also improve your score on the quiz. There's also a case study form. As always, make sure you spend the appropriate amount of time on it. If you have to do research associated with these case study forms. So if you're doing that, make sure you cite anything that you use. As I've said, I will be doing some searches on posts, the forum post, the case study forum post that students post, and I'm going to be checking to see if citations are being used appropriately. So make sure you cite anything that you use. Also, make sure you create a draft of your post and critically evaluate it. So spend the time to do the research, go through and write your post and craft it carefully. I always recommend, and this is something I do, if I'm writing something, I let it sit for a minimum of an hour and not bother with it, or for a little bit of extra time, and then go back to it with a fresh mind and critically evaluate it. All right, make sure it makes sense, make sure you're citing things appropriately, make sure you covered everything that was in the instructions, etc. Again, always make sure you try to submit early in the week because of the fact that there's a feedback loop associated with the case study forms. That is, that after you post your forum, I'm going to read it, assign a grade, and give you some comments. So by responding to those comments or any critiques I have of your post, you can actually improve your grade. The later in the week that you post on the forum, the less likely that feedback loop will occur. And also remember that if, for example, if you post something Sunday night, and I'll be honest with you, if you post something Sunday at all, the likelihood of you getting the feedback before the due date is very, very small. So make sure that you can account for that after your initial post, you should leave enough time for me to read it, grade it, provide you with feedback, and then allow yourself enough time to make the adjustments or attempt to address, had a little brain freeze there, address any of the concerns or comments I had with respect to your case study forum post.